it's MK and I am back with day 3 of 31 days of cut file fun, and today I am going to be doing a road trip layout. I have already put together my title, so I wanted to share it with you guys really quick. It just took the word love you, which is from the Just Nick cut files. And then it just says love going anywhere with you. I also have a few elements that are left over from Creative Memories and the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I also have the inner letters from my love you, and I plan on painting them with my steely blue eyes. Yes, I do. I just wanted to share with you guys, it's the Inklings Steely Blue Eyes, just in case. It looks a lot like Witch's Brew when the lid is taken off. So I also used 2 different thickers. One is called Happy and the other one is called Hazel. So that way I could pull the letters together. The one thing I loved about this is both of them have that aqua or mint foam underneath the gold alphas. I have these stickers from Creative Memories as well. They're a couple years old, from 49 and Market. The Anywhere collection, I took the word anywhere to help make my title. And then from Road Trip Minte collection, I have these cardboard stickers that there was a few that picked out in my mind. I don't use a whole lot of them, but a few. And then from Paper Phenomenon, this is from flight, I want to say it's 2715, but I always get it wrong. It's from her flight collection, her very first paper collection that she ever made. And then from Next Trip, I thought it said Road Trip, I apologize. From Minte, I love this wood grain with the heart as the world on it. So that's going to be my background. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is paint up all of these letters. Now for when I do these, wow. When I paint these, I always put one coat on first and let it soak in. And then I will go back through and get another layer on it so I can get the darkness or the texture, the shading I'm looking for, one of the two. But I always go back through and darken them up because I definitely enjoy the different shades, the different, like these ones, I definitely wanted them to be darker. And what I was going for, why I keep taking them off camera, is because I'm comparing them to the blue that is in the Minte collection. So I want to make sure that they match fairly close. And then, of course, they have a little bit of shine to them. Now, I decided to grunge them up a little bit, and I'm going to take my Dina Wakley Gloss Spray in white. This is like one of my new favorite whites. Only because it's sitting on my desk, you guys. But truth be told, that is why it got used, and just splattered a little bit on my alphas just to give it a little bit of something else so it wasn't a flat blue. Okay, back to my photo with my Paper Phenomenon backing. I like the fact that it is a different shade of this peachy pink going on, and then I'm going to have my large title right next to my photos. Now with this large title, I really don't have to do anything else, in all honesty. The paper did everything, and then of course the title did the rest, and that was it. Honestly, after I'm done putting this title on, I could have left it the way it was and called it good, truth be told. So I am peeling off. Some of the alphas did not want to come off the backer sheet. So I had to peel them off, to peel the paper off, and that took a little bit. So I apologize. I wanted to leave it in there so that way I could, show that it happens to everybody. It's not just, one person, or you're not doing it wrong. It happens to everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and add the word going. So the going is from one alpha set, and then the W with the slash, which is actually just an exclamation point, was from another. I did not have enough room, or it didn't look pleasing to the eye to spell out the word with. So I just didn't. I'm going to go ahead and glue down the word love, and I did not paint the backing of it. I wanted that outline to almost be invisible, but when you look at the layout in person or up close, you can definitely see the line, the outline of the word love you. I could have definitely backed the I don't know the dimension part of the love word, the love you word, but I just chose not to. I really liked having just the blue pop up. And when I say pop up, I am taking my time and putting foam on them so they do actually look like they're popped up. That was one of the things that I noticed first off about this cut file, is that the dimension makes it look like it's risen up. And so I wanted to give that effect by popping up all of my alphas. And then I'm also taking the inner piece of the O and adding that back in as well, so it looks like it also has that 3D dimension. So I already did the one up above, and I decided to share with you guys how I was going to do it, because once it's glued down, like I said, you can't really see it until I get to the close-ups and whatnot. All right, so just now picking out the elements that I would like to use. I kind of scatterbrain all over this layout, because I work on the left side of my photos a little bit, then I make a little cluster up at the top right, and it just is one of those things that I scatterbrain about. I only end up using one border strip from my Creative Memories sticker sheet, and I cut it apart to add the elements to my layout. I love all of these meter readings. So they're going to get scattered all over. Weird. They're going to get scattered all over the layout in the three, what I consider are clusters. So the title is one giant cluster, and then I've got another little cluster going on the side of my the left side of my photos, and then I'll have the other cluster going in the upper right corner of my layout, just because I felt like it was missing something. I wanted something else up there. I don't know, it's just one of those things where you get where you feel like it's missing something. So I'm going to make a small little cluster using these elements, but once I start adding all of my pieces, I'm telling myself that it needs blue around it, but I'm being lazy, and I don't want to go get or match blue to the blue that is in the Minte collection. I just don't want to do that. So I'm having a think of it, trying to figure out what I'm doing, and when I'm thinking, I just move on to what I know I want to do. So there's where I used two different, the meter reading I have used in two different sections right now. And then this is the third. I do not end up using both of the word phrases because they say the exact same thing. Every mile is a memory, is what it says. And then the third one, I put in the center of the title to fill up that gap next to going. And I have a foam, or it's like a puffy heart. It's like a corduroy puffy heart. I received it in one of my kits. So I'm not really sure if it was from a collection. They came loose and they were part of a kit. And so I don't even know how that ended up. I must have picked it up out of the bag or fell out of the bag or something. It was the perfect color, to be honest. But I know I didn't do a whole lot of looking for embellishments and things because the title was going to be my main element. So I did not want to add too much to this layout. So I went ahead and I painted the edge of my upper, of my little banner piece that I got off my chipboard sticker sheet. I painted it with the Steely Blue eyes, so that way I brought in some blue, but not, I didn't have to go and get any cardstock or pattern paper or anything like that matched. I didn't have to worry about any of that. And that Steely Blue worked out perfect. I just had to wait for it to dry a little bit. And it gave me that border that was just the right width, the right size, everything. That banner piece is the exact same print as what is on my background, and so it blended in too much, and I wanted it to stick out. That's why I had to have the need of painting it in blue. All right, that is it. Just a fun photo of my family going somewhere. I believe this is a trip to Fallon, to be honest. But yes, I absolutely love how it looks. I love the softness of the entire layout. That title is just I just love it, to be honest. So yeah, that is how it turned out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to check out Khristina's live for day 3. I'm going to try to snag it and put it in the Facebook group so that way it is easier to find and locate for those that have trouble trying to find it in her Facebook group, which is the Redefine Creative Scrapbooking Fun Facebook group. That is where the live takes place if you guys are interested in watching her live, because it is way more fun to interact with the live than it is to rewatch. I have to say that 110 times percent. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it, and I will check y'all later. Bye.